world is under attack by the Daylens.
It was a dark and ominous night in Auckland, New Zealand, as the world was under attack by a mysterious alien species known as the Daylens. For years humanity had feared the possibility of extraterrestrial invasion, but no one could have predicted the true threat that now loomed over the planet. As chaos and destruction spread across the globe, Auckland stood as the last bastion of safety and peace for humans. The city was a beacon of hope in the midst of a world engulfed in madness and terror. But even in this sanctuary, the influence of the Daylens could not be escaped. In a cruel twist of fate, the Daylens had outlawed two of New Zealand's most beloved sports, rugby and golf. These once cherished pastimes were now forbidden, replaced by the mandatory practice of soccer, or Soccey as it was now known. Every citizen was required to play Soccey for at least 4 hours a day, with those who put in 9 hours or more earning an average wage. But the stakes were much higher than just financial compensation. Failure to improve in the weekly midnight games, where 66 players faced off on each side, would result in execution. 16 unlucky souls would meet the particularly gruesome fate at the hands of monstrous figures resembling Alf, their heads removed and their spirits cast into a portal of torment. The Daylens were ruthless in their quest to weed out the weak and find the strongest players among the human population. Over a span of 555 days, they would eliminate all but the most skilled athletes. These chosen few would then undergo a horrifying transformation, injected with a deadly concoction of hippo mentality and cocaine venom, imbued with the killer instinct of legendary athlete Kobe Bryant. Despite the unimaginable horrors that awaited those who failed to meet the Daylens standards, there was a glimmer of hope in the form of a young soccer player named DufferRuffel. With only moments left in a crucial match, Alex had the opportunity to save his teammates from certain death with a penalty kick. But as he stood on the field, the devilish presence of Winitana Ruthless whispered in his ear, tempting him with thoughts of greatness and glory. The pressure mounted as Alex felt the weight of the world on his shoulders, the fate of his friends and himself hanging in the balance. In a moment of pure desperation and madness, Alex made a decision that would shock the galaxy itself. With a burst of supernatural strength, he ripped off his own head and replaced it with the soccer ball, sending his skull hurtling towards the crossbar in a monumental display of defiance. As time stood still and reality itself seemed to warp and bend, the unanswerable question loomed over the scene like a spectre of uncertainty. The laws of the universe were seemingly thrown into disarray as Alex's act of defiance defied all logic and reason. In the aftermath of this unprecedented event, the Daylens watched in awe and confusion as humanity's capacity for creativity and chaos unfolded before their eyes. The once fearsome aliens found themselves faced with a new challenge, one that could not be conquered through brute force or manipulation. The people of Auckland, led by the fearless and enigmatic DufferRuffel, had shown the world that even in the darkest of times, hope and resilience could still prevail. As the galaxy looked on in astonishment, a new chapter in the ongoing struggle against the Daylens had begun, a chapter defined by courage, defiance, and the unyielding spirit of humanity.